Okay, good evening, doctor. I'm Huey Her, and my teammate is Li Kehan. We are going to present a systematic review on a food that is used in sport performance. Okay, so I will present first. Okay, so in this topic, I use the natural food, which is blueberry, okay, to do the systematic review. Okay, so we can know that in the world blueberry production by country, the USA is the first and Canada is the second. Okay, let's see about the blueberry. Okay, 1 cup of blueberry is equal to 84 calories, 21.4 g carbs, 3.6 g fiber, and 14.7 g sugar, and they got 24% of vitamin K. Okay, so out of any food in the planet, blueberry have one of the highest antioxidant content in form of compounds known as polyphenols and anthocyanins. In fact, 100 g of fresh blueberry will often contain more antioxidant properties than 5 servings of fruit and vegetable. Okay, so in this picture, we can see that blueberry got many functions, but I want to talk more about the antioxidant. Okay, and we can see antioxidants support brains and heart health. Okay, so what is antioxidant? Okay, antioxidants is the substance which help act against free radicals which accumulate in the body, are frequently implicated in disease such as cancer and heart disease. Okay, you also can know that the antioxidant is the substance that prevent or delay antioxidant. Okay, so in this systematic review, this is my Prisma table. Okay, I search 11 article and I choose only 5 for the systematic review. Okay, in this systematic review, okay, my database use is PubMed, Scopus, and Google Scholar. Okay, and my searching term got blueberry, athlete, sport, exercise, recovery, intervention, supplement intervention, muscle, placebo control. Okay, this is all my search term. Okay, all article is related to physical activity. Okay, so 5 article I choose for just for the systematic review. So the main function is the antioxidant in physical activity, okay, which got many functions like muscle damage. Okay, so I will present it now. Okay, so you can see the table got three of the article that I used to do my systematic review. Okay, the first one is Park et al. 2018. His objective of the research is about the antioxidant. Okay, next the Mac Delay et al. 2012. His objective is about muscle damage, and Badenberg and Cleese 2021 is about the running performance and the recovery. Okay, the next two, Mark Annually et al. 2011 is his objective is about the oxidative stress, inflammation, and immune change. Okay, then last one, Nybrook et al. 2013 is about the containing natural antioxidant on cardiometabolic risk factor. Okay, so we can see that got four main topic I will talk about. That is muscle recovery, reduce inflammation, maintain optimum blood sugar levels, and the strengthen bones. Okay, so let's see about the participants. Okay, the participants, all participants is below 50 people. Okay, and the most people one is the 32, and the last one is 8. Okay, so we can see that the sex in the participant. Okay, some of them is just one single sex, that's male or female or both. Okay, the characteristic all is related to the physical activity, which is athlete and uh, students, runner, recreational runner. Okay. Okay, so in the systematic review, I found that there's some gaps. Okay, although the participants all fit in the study settings, there are not many subjects. Okay, we can see that there are not many subjects which is below 50 in the study, and several studies have only one single sex participant, which is just male or female, okay, which is a gap that can be avoided when future research is conducted. Okay, next, they can make a comparison between every type of sport, such as a team sport, strength sport, endurance sport, and power sport. Okay, just now you can see that they just use one type of sport for the research. Okay, in addition to antioxidant, athlete can also be studied in terms of fiber. For example, research could be done on whether blueberries help athletes have better guts. Okay, so this is just now what I said. Okay, in the research got 4 main points, which is maintain optimum blood sugar level, better muscle recovery, strengthen bones, and reduce inflammation. Okay, so I will talk about the better muscle recovery first. The wear and the tear put on muscle during exercise trigger exercise-induced muscle damage, which is EIMD. The effect can result in increased soreness, reduced muscle force, and hinder athletic performance. However, what athlete eats before and after exercise can potentially offset EIMD. Blueberries have particular implication for all who turn to exercise and dietary antioxidants-rich supplements to maintain their health and performance. It is especially of potential relevance to all athletes who compete over successive days and as well as to the general sporting community. Okay, so athletes need to train hard. Okay, continuous training sometimes. So the blueberry can help them to for the better muscle recovery, so they can earn more time for training. Okay, the next one is reduce inflammation. Okay, okay. Thanks to the high antioxidant content of blueberry, it has been shown to have a significant anti-inflammatory effect in the body. Okay, researchers show that the fructose supplementation increased antioxidant level but decreased inflammatory markers. However, phosphorus level was not significantly changed while insulin level was increased. The insulin level were increased, which is caused by a small amount of sugar in the blueberry. The blueberry have high antioxidant content and have significant anti-inflammatory effect in the body. Although inflammation is a normal immune response that helps to protect your body from illness and injury, chronic inflammation is at the root of most disease. In fact, it is it can contribute to a wide range of conditions, including cancer, heart disease, and even depression. Okay, the next I want to talk about is the maintain optimum blood sugar level. Okay, blueberries are highly recommended for people who suffer from insulin resistance and diabetes. They help regulate blood sugar and control obesity. Blueberries have a low glycemic index value. In other words, it takes a longer time for your body to digest and absorb them. Because of this, they cause a smaller and slower rise in your body's sugar level. They don't cause insulin or blood sugar level to spike. They also make us feel full for a long period of time. Okay, the last function is to strengthen bones. Okay, blueberry are rich in vitamin K. Okay, just now I could say, okay, providing about 24 micrograms of the vitamin per 1/4 cups. This amount equates to 20 to 26% of the recommended value for it. Vitamin K helps our bones clot properly and plays a crucial role in your bone health. Furthermore, it helps your body to use calcium to build bones. Okay, we always know that if you are an athlete, okay, when we sport more, our calcium, the more we need the calcium. So the blueberry can help us in this. Okay, so okay, beside the 4 main points that that's called in the research, I also want to suggest just now I say a gap, right? So the gap is about the support digestion, or I can understand as for a better gut. Okay, so I think the research in the future can do about this. Okay, so I will talk about the support digestion now. Okay, with 4 grams of fiber in each cup, including a serving of 2 of blueberry, can help you meet your fiber's need while also promoting regularity and health digestion. When you eat fiber, it travels through the gastrointestinal tract undigested, adding bulk to the stool to keep you regular. In fact, a study found that Increasing your intake of dietary fiber could help increase stool frequency in those who constipation. Okay, so we can see that the blueberry can help us, okay, if we got the digestion system problem, okay, which is maybe we can't digest well in a few days, so we can eat the blueberry. Okay, the next, blueberry also good for our gut. Okay, blueberry are rich in the gut healthy fiber. They can alleviate the protect against intestinal inflammation as well as uncreative qualities. According to the research, it was found that protective effect is even better if they are eaten with probiotics. Recommendation are 30 grams of fiber per day, and one serving of 80 gram of berry contains around 2 gram. Okay, so now I want to make a conclusion, and I will say about the implication of berry to those athletes. Okay, so in conclusion, the blueberry supplementation can potentially increase the exercise performance caused by an increased total antioxidant status level. Increased exposure to oxygen through exercise translate into increased exposure to free radicals, which can cause oxidative damage and stress on body tissue. Studies have shown that the blueberries may speed muscle recovery when eaten before and after strenuous exercise. Okay, to sum up, we can know that blueberry are one of the natural foods that are good for our health, whether they are athlete or not. It can also help athletes for better muscle recovery, strength bones, like just now I say, okay, maintains optimum blood sugar levels and reduce inflammation. Besides, blueberry can also help us for a better heart health, prevent and cure acne, support digestion, brighten mood, and also improve brain health. Okay, so as athlete, we all know that training is important part of our day, and blueberries help us to recover quickly. Okay, which can lead to more training time and more efficient training. Okay, that's all for the blueberry. Thank you. Okay, any question for the blueberry?
Okay, I have a question. I have some questions. First, thank you with the presentation. What you just say about the function of the blueberries is more about the athletes. I want to know what other reliableness have for other no athletes.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, so I'll answer this question. Okay, you talk about the athlete and non-athlete, all right? Okay, so I think from in my opinion, no matter you're athlete or not athlete, okay, you should definitely be consuming blueberry because they have such a wide variety of benefit to human. Okay, not just now like I say one the four main point, which is strengthen bones, maintains blood sugar level. Okay, proven to help heart. Okay, the blueberry also proven to help heart disease. Okay, this is which normal people need. Okay, which non-athlete need. Okay, he also help our insulin response, DNA repair, blood pressure, mood, memory, immune system, and also help to fight off countless cancer. Okay, beside that, it also help to improve our brain health, promote healthy aging. Okay, so I think this is the other function that blueberry can provide for the non-athlete. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I have other question. Just to know, you mentioned that blueberries can improve brain health. Can you example this?
Okay, sure. Okay, I will explain about the blueberry, how blueberry can improve our brain health. Okay, I think I remember one study evaluated the effect of eating blueberry on human brain function by having participants follow a diet supplemented with each daily for 90 days. Okay, if not mistaken. Okay, researchers found that people show significant fewer errors in the test used to access verbal memory and task switching compared to those who took a placebo. Okay, so in another study, the researcher found that the older adults with cognitive impairment had increased brain activity in certain pairs certain parts of the brain while on a blueberry supplemented diet. Okay, they appear to benefit aging neurons, leading to improvement in cell signaling. Okay, this is because the oxidative stress can accelerate your brain aging process, negatively affecting brain function. And we know that the blueberry got much antioxidant. Okay, antioxidant present in brain can keep your mind sharp and healthy. Okay, this is why the blueberry can improve our brain health. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's all for my presentation. Next, I will pass to Kehan.
Okay, thank you, Huey Her.
Okay, so this is the
Reference.
so this is the reference. Okay, the reference that I used. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so now I would like to please Kehan to help me play a blueberry video.
Okay.
I'm a berry that's purplish blue. To my color, my name is true. Make sure to eat oodles of me, so you'll never feel blue. All over little shrubs, in thick clusters I grow. From flowers that are bell-shaped and pink or white as snow. My size may vary from a pea to a marble. I'm a ball that wears a tiny crown. Isn't that a marvel? My semi-transparent flesh is tangy and mildly sweet. My seeds are so very tiny, they go unnoticed by your teeth. For a good memory and skin, for my anti-cancer properties, for my fiber, vitamin K and C, have me in large quantities. To North America, I owe most of my fame in producing me. It ranks first. Tell me, do you know my name? You're the one and only blueberry, and a superfood we proclaim.
Okay, so thanks Kehan for helping me to play the video.
Sorry, Huey Her, maybe I need
Okay,
push out.
okay, yes, I already.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay. Good evening, Doctor. Good evening, Huey Her. The topic of my presentation today is the effects of the tea on exercise. Okay, first, China is a basket of tea and a major tea producing country. The culture of tea in China also has a history of 16 years, when tea was first discovered. It was used as a medicinal medicine. The ancient Chinese discovered long ago that tea as a natural food has many benefits for the human body. Tea is
Sorry Kehan, sorry.
yes,
You didn't share your full screen.
full screen.
Yeah. Now already full screen. Okay, good.
Okay. Tea as a natural food has many benefits for the human body. Tea is deeply loved by Westerners and the called Oriental lived by Westerners. there are many types of tea in China, which can be roughly divided into 6 types. In addition to the familiar green tea and black tea, there are yellow tea, white tea, qing tea, and hei tea, which advancement of the modern science and technology. Science has been studying tea more and more deeply and found that tea contains many trace elements that are beneficial to the human body, such as tea polyphenols, catechins, and flavonoids. Because tea contains contains tea polyphenols, catechins, and flavonoids, it is also very helpful to exercise. In this article, effect of activity exercises for the physical activities by studying its activities training culture of the T populace. It is found that catechins and EGCG in T polyphenols can carence fair radicals of reveals physical fatigue and muscle soreness, and can import the antioxidant capacity of the human tissues. Therefore, it is proposed that drinking tea after exercise can speed up exercise record and improve the exercise ability. In this article, the effects of tea activities extracts components which aerobic exercise improves physical fitness. The study found that tea polyphenols in tea can accelerate the rate of the fat decomposition in the body by regulating the activities of the metabolic enzymes. Have the antioxidant capillars can handle fat acid oxidation contribution and clean the body while inhibiting the property pepsation of the fat. Teaching second by which physical exercise can change people's physical fitness and have an effect of losing weight. Okay, in this article, research on the influence of the tea beverages on sport ability in colleges and universities. It is prophesied that drinking tea drinks before participation in sports, during and after participation in sport will help exercise. As drink tea drinks before exercise can replenish body water. During exercise, a little of water will be consumed. Drink tea is anyway that can replenish water is the human body. Tea drinks during exercise to maintain physical fitness. There will be a shortage of the liver glycogen and muscle glycogen during exercise. During exercise, the muscle tissue of the body needs to be supplemented with sugar to maintain physical fitness. The tea polyphenols in tea can ensure the need of exercise supplement. Tea drinks after exercise to relieve physical fatigue. The tea popular is oh, sorry. Okay. The tea powder is where sugar to a need to exercise supplement tea drinks after exercise to relieve physical fatigue. Tea powder is contained in tea can relieve the physical conflicts by exercise to relieve stress. Okay, in this article, analysis of the role of the tea drinks in hospitality is found that learnings can radio exercise index living deflation through scanners, massacre, and exterior promotion. Masters the intellectual magnetisms of the research enjoy is the making to increase the oxygen content in the bones of the Achilles and reduce the fatigue of the body. Learnings can quickly and effectively reduce the leaving of the substances produced by exercise, reduce SAMs and volume, and urate the nitrogen TY, enhancing the function of the human body and enhancing the exercise state of the Achilles. In this article, research on the relationship between tea drinks and sport health in college and university. It is publicized that tea contains contains substances which can protect the cell membrane by interest the mutual exchange of the sodium and their ion in body fluid after long physical activities. It fell reduce article on frequent precipitation to produce acid modern denticins, which will cause a damage to the biofilm screenings and increase insecurities of the muscles can easily lead to the muscles damage. A tea drink, the EGCG in it can effectively help the human body to remove substances such as kidneys and secretion. Malarians enhance the body's antioxidants capacity, empowers the core activities, and monitors the body balance. Okay, friends, I want to show a video about the history of tea.
Sorry, can no sound.
Okay.
72 times. But before the poisons could end his life, a leaf drifted into his mouth. He chewed on it, and it revived him. And that is how we discovered tea. Or so an ancient legend goes, at least. Tea doesn't actually cure poisonings, but the story of Shen Nong, the mythical Chinese inventor of agriculture, highlights tea's importance to ancient China. Archaeological evidence suggests tea was first cultivated there as early as 6,000 years ago, or 1,500 years before the pharaohs built the Great Pyramids of Giza. That original Chinese tea plant is the same type that's grown around the world today, yet it was originally consumed very differently. It was eaten as a vegetable or cooked with grain porridge. Tea only shifted from food to drink 1,500 years ago, when people realized that a combination of heat and moisture could create a complex and varied taste out of the leafy green. After hundreds of years of variations to the preparation method, the standard became to heat tea, pack it into portable cakes, grind it into powder, mix with hot water, and create a beverage called mocha, or matcha. Matcha became so popular that a distinct Chinese tea culture emerged. Tea was the subject of books and poetry, the favorite drink of emperors, and a medium for artists. They would draw extravagant pictures in the foam of the tea, very much like the espresso art you might see in coffee shops today. In the 9th century, during the Tang Dynasty, a Japanese monk brought the first tea plant to Japan. The Japanese eventually developed their own unique rituals around tea, leading to the creation of the Japanese tea ceremony. And in the 14th century, during the Ming Dynasty, the Chinese emperor shifted the standard from tea pressed into cakes to loose-leaf tea. At that point, China still held a virtual monopoly on the world's tea trees, making tea one of 3 essential Chinese export goods, along with porcelain and silk. This gave China a great deal of power and economic influence as tea drinking spread around the world. That spread began in earnest around the early 1600s when Dutch traders brought tea to Europe in large quantities. Many credit Queen Catherine of Braganza, a Portuguese noblewoman, for making tea popular with the English aristocracy when she married King Charles II in 1661. At the time, Great Britain was in the midst of expanding its colonial influence and becoming the new dominant world power. And as Great Britain grew, interest in tea spread around the world. By 1700, tea in Europe sold for 10 times the price of coffee, and the plant was still only grown in China. The tea trade was so lucrative that the world's fastest sailboat, the clipper ship, was born out of intense competition between Western trading companies. All were racing to bring their tea back to Europe first to maximize their profits. At first, Britain paid for all this Chinese tea with silver. When that proved too expensive, they suggested trading tea for another substance, opium. This triggered a public health problem within China, as people became addicted to the drug. Then, in 1839, a Chinese official ordered his men to destroy massive British shipments of opium as a statement against Britain's influence over China. This act triggered the First Opium War between the two nations. Fighting raged up and down the Chinese coast until 1842, when the defeated Qing dynasty ceded the port of Hong Kong to the British and resumed trading on unfavorable terms. The war weakened China's global standing for over a century. The British East India Company also wanted to be able to grow tea themselves and further control the market. So they commissioned botanist Robert Fortune to steal tea from China in a covert operation. He disguised himself and took a perilous journey through China's mountainous tea regions, eventually smuggling tea trees and experienced tea workers into Darjeeling, India. From there, the plant spread further still, helping drive tea's rapid growth as an everyday commodity. Today, tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world, after water. And from sugary Turkish Riza tea to salty Tibetan butter tea, there are almost as many ways of preparing the beverage as there are cultures on the globe. During a long day spent
Okay. Okay, this is my reference. Thank you. Do you have a question for my tea? Sorry, I cannot hear you. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Thank you for Khan for the presentation. Okay, I have few questions. Okay, the first question is your literature is all about the influence of tea drinks. Will direct eatable of tea help exercise?
Okay. Actually, direct edible of tea is not very help for exercise. Because maybe tea needs hair, maybe needed hair temperature can provide the effects of the tea on home exercise. A director edible cannot research the hair dependency requirements of tea. Thank you.
Okay, I have another question. Okay, you mentioned about many kind of tea. So is black tea and green tea? Black tea and green tea have the same effect for the exercise?
Okay. In fact, the reason why tea can help exercise, because tea contains the tea polyphenols. LT living contains the tea polyphenols, but according to research, green tea has the highest contents of the tea polyphenols. So the effects of the green tea should be better. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's all questions